The thing that I would tell all of us is that there's going to be events that are going to take place in all of our lives. Things that are beyond our control, things that we don't know, things that we don't have all the answers to in the question, and we have probably more questions than answers to. In the process of all that, we have to be comfortable with the direction that we believe that we're getting from our creator, or if that's where the source that we went to get the answer. And I say that because that's part of the difficulty of life, understanding certain things, understanding how we're supposed to navigate and what's the next step in the thing that we're supposed to do. I had a friend of mine, and this whole video is as a result of running into an associate of mine. And I ran into an associate of mine. I did a project for him probably like 2 years ago. He's moving closer to the area that I live because he's building another house. Come to find out, he had gotten divorced from his first wife, which I didn't really even realize that he was even married to her. I thought they were just dating. But he got divorced from her, and the first thing he said when I saw him and I was talking to him is like he started bashing his ex-wife, like, oh, she's a witch and she's doing this and she's doing that, and I was like, bro, I said, you don't need to give me the story. I said, because first of all, it's none of my business what happened in your relationship. That's a personal relationship. When that's a personal issue between you and whoever you were married to. I said, because part of it is I understand that a lot of people, the mindset behind them is that they have to look good. They have to make themselves look good in the face of everybody around them. They got to make sure that everybody thinks that they got all their stuff together. And the point is, all of us have junk. All of us have stuff that's not together. So this whole thing of us of trying to prove that we got it all together and we're the ones that were right and we did so much good. And it's like, come on, really? If there's a breakup in a relationship, most of the times, if we're honest, is something that was both parties. Both parties at some point had their things that so it's usually the type of thing where someone kept bringing up an issue and telling the person about something. The other person didn't listen, and it built up resentment, and there's lack of love and interest and understanding of the other person. It's just a whole mixing pot of just a lot of stuff. And so I understand that whenever situations happen, this is based on my own life. When situations happen, it's easy for the outside to look in and say, oh, you should do this, and you should do that, and you should do this, and you should do that. But the bottom line is you don't know all the private conversations that those two people had. You don't know all of the times over years that those two individuals have had private conversations, and how things were manipulated, and how there was deception, and how there was lies, and how there was things that were done that weren't beneficial. People don't know all the details. So they just assume, they make assumptions based upon whoever's telling the story, because if you're wanting gossip and you're wanting the hot take of the week, then you're going to go seek out the person that's going to tell you the story. All of my friends that came to me when I had to break up in my relationship, all the friends that came to me, you know what I told them? I told them, things just happen, bro. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, it's a personal matter. I appreciate your concern, and they were comfortable enough with that. But most of the men the 2 men or 3 men that I know that are my friends, they're like, man, shoot, as long as you're good, that's all I'm checking to make sure you're good. Are you good? And they even when they call and text me, they're like, yo, are you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Of course I'm good. I'm good because I'm going through the healing process. I'm not trying to act like I'm on the stake, like I'm I'm a person that's without reproach, or I haven't done anything or said anything, or because all of us say and do things that we don't have any business saying and doing. All of us take people for granted around us. Most of us do certain things that later on when we look back, we say, you know what, that was a mistake. Shouldn't have did that, shouldn't have did this. Especially if you're an individual that looks at yourself and says, these are the things I need to improve in. Which is where I come from. I come from the place of trying to improve and redevelop. I understand partially that there's times and seasons for things. And I understand partially that, whenever, if I'm given a decision to do something, I acknowledge the Most High in any decision that I make. So that's why I'm comfortable with any decision that I make, because the decision that I make is for my benefit. It's going to work for my benefit and for my good. So I can't worry about the outside and what they think, because they don't know they only know what they think they know. They only know what somebody's telling them or what they've heard around the barn, and it's only a partial story. You know, I've said for years, how can would it be wise to jump out of an airplane without a parachute for $1 million? No, it wouldn't be. But the part of the story that you fail to realize is that the airplane was on the ground. So there's only partial stories that most of us will tell because we have to tell the story to make it look like we're the good guy. I don't care about being a good guy. My days of caring about being a good guy and worrying about what people think, long gone. They're long gone. I'm worried about being a good person before the Most High. Being a good, quality individual before the creator of the universe. Because you can never, and none of us can never match up to the criteria of another person. And I'm not put on this earth to worship and to bow down to other people. I'm here to be a light and to show and manifest my light before men, before women, before people, so that people might be drawn to the light. That's my thought for today. Like, subscribe, and share this video. Hit the bell, subscribe button. Talk to you soon. Thanks.